Hello guys. So in this session we are going to learn how to monitoring .NET API alerts with OpenTelemetry, Prometheus and Grafana. So let's start. So first of all, for this, the prerequisite, we need AWS account with Ubuntu instance. Then we need basic knowledge of .NET, OpenTelemetry, Prometheus and Grafana. So as you can see here, I have successfully launched my instance and successfully connected to my terminal. You can see Ubuntu 24.04.2 LTS easy to instance. Okay, so here I have successfully launched my instance, and now let's start to monitoring. Just a second. Okay, so let's start to monitoring .NET APIs with OpenTelemetry, Prometheus, and Grafana. Okay, so let's start. So first of all, the first step is let's install .NET SDK on Ubuntu. So for that, first of all, we need to update our system packages that you need to ensure installing the latest version. So that's why let's update and upgrade the system packages firstly. As you can see, is updating our system package. Okay. So as you can see, it's done almost. Yeah, you can see. So it takes few seconds to update and upgrade the system packages, right? So wait for this. Okay, so as you can see, it's done almost right. Okay, then after that, after the updating the system package, we need to install the .NET 9 SDK using Microsoft official script. So let's download this .NET installation script. If you want to install any latest version, then you can go to the official site of .NET and then you can install. Okay. So let's install the .NET. So here I'm going to install .NET using wget command. Okay. So let's run this command using wget command. Okay, now if I run the ls command, as you can see the .NET installation.sh. Right. So let's make the script executable using this permission chmod. Okay, now as you can see, that is in color, now is in green color because we give these permissions. Okay, for executable. Okay, now let's install the .NET 9 SDK. So let's install using this command. So as you can see, it's installing .NET SDK, right? On our Ubuntu system. As you can see, it's successfully installed. You can see installation finished successfully. Okay. Then after that, let's make .NET command available globally. So let's add in your shared path. So let's add in our shared path. The next is Okay. Now it's done. So we have successfully installed .NET. So let's verify the installations. As you can see, the version is 9.0.304. That means you have successfully installed .NET. Okay. Now it's time to move second step. Now the next step is let's create a .NET Web API with OpenTelemetry. So for that, first of all, we need to create a new directory for the project and navigate into it. So I'm going to create a new directory with the name My Learning App. If you want to rename this, if you want to give another name, then you can give another name. Now if I run the ls command, as you can see my directory, I'm going to inside my directory. And if I run the ls command, as of now, there is no any files or folders, nothing, it's empty, right? Okay, now let's create a new minimal web API project in the current directory, disabling this HTTP for simplicity. So let's run this command. As you can see, ASP.NET Core empty was created successfully. Restored, succeed. Now if I run the ls command, as you can see the files and folders that just created. My learning app.cs project program.cs properties folder app settings.development.json app settings.json and obj. Okay. Next is let's install the necessary NuGet packages for .NET. So let's run this command. Okay. So now after that, now replace the content of the default program.cs. Okay. After that, it's running. Wait for a few seconds. Okay, it's done. Okay. Now let me clear screen first. Now if I run the ls command, as you can see the program.cs file. So let's inside this program.cs file using nano editor and sorry. So, and I'm going to replace this with my code. Here is my program.cs file. Okay. So let's save the file and exit. And if you want to, you can see program.cs file, right? Okay. Now, if you want to uh, check the program.cs files, okay. So first of all, here you can see the import and logging, right? Then OpenTelemetry metric setups. In this, OpenTelemetry is configured with the resource name My Learning App, right? And metrics are collected from the ASP.NET Core. Okay. Then next is service and swaggers. Okay. Then Prometheus metrics endpoints, then minimal API endpoints. Okay, so that's it. You can see. Right? Okay. That's the program.cs file. Okay. Next is okay. Now let's run the application and listening all network interface at the port number is 5000. Okay. So let's run this. And let's copy our instance IP, hit on browser, and the port number is 5000. The page can't be loaded because after that we need to enter /swagger. Now you can see the swagger, right? And you can see the output that We have just here hosting environment development, current root path, and so on. Okay. If you want to stop, then you can press Ctrl plus C to shut down. Okay. Now here go to the gate and click on tryout. And if I enter success, click on execute. You can see input was correct and you can see the output. The received success input returning 200. Okay. And now if I enter here, wait, you can see here something went wrong, 500 error. And here you can see you will get the error here from here also. Wrong input failed returning 500 internal server error. Okay, so like that. Okay. Then after that, now go back to the terminal, right? So I'm going to open a duplicate tab. And here now it's time to install and configure Prometheus. So let's create a Prometheus user. So I'm going to install Prometheus here. And then after that, let's create a necessary directories for Prometheus. Then let's download the latest Prometheus binary using wget command. So as you can see, it's downloaded the Prometheus binary. Now if I run the ls command, as you can see the Prometheus. So let's extract this file using the star-x pf command. Instant. Now if I run ls command, as you can see the extracted file. So let's insert this. And if I run the ls command, as you can see the files. You can see the, if I run the ls command, you can, sorry, you can see the files and folders in this Prometheus. Okay. Then after that, let's move the Prometheus binary to this particular user, particular location. Then let's set the ownership for the binaries. Then after that, let's see, okay, let's, if I run the ls command, now it's a file. Let's back to the root directory. And now after that, let's set the ownership for the binaries. And okay, after that, now let's configure the Prometheus config file. And in this Prometheus config file, we are going to add this following content, that 5000 for this .NET app job, right? Let's save the file and exit. Okay. After that, let's set the ownership for the config file. Okay. Then let's create a service system dot service file, sorry, Prometheus file, Prometheus service file using this following command. And let's add this data into this. Okay, so let's save the file and exit. Okay. After that, let's reload the system. Then let's start the Prometheus, let's enable the Prometheus. And let's start the Prometheus also. And if you want to check the status, then you can check the status also. You can see it's active. So, right. Now, it's time to access Prometheus. So as you know how to access, copy the instance IP, hit on browser, and as you know the Prometheus port number is 9090, default port number. So as you can see the Prometheus dashboard. If I go to the status and go to the target health, as you can see there is a one job with the name .NET app, because in config file we have added only one job with the name .NET app, right? And the metrics, if you want to check the metrics, then you can go to the metrics and check. You can enter the instance IP here. As you can see the matrix also, right? And you can see this last tab and status. Okay. Now, if you enter or if you run any query here, so in metric, then you can enter in a metric here. Sorry. You can execute, go to the graph, and you can check the graph also, right? Okay. So that's the Prometheus, right? Okay. So we have successfully installed Prometheus, right? Okay. Now, the next step is let's install and configure Grafana. Okay. So let's install the dependencies for Grafana. So now it's time to install Grafana here. So let's install Grafana. Okay. Then let's add the Grafana GPG keys. Then let's run this next command for add GPG keys. Then let's add the API repository for Grafana. And now let's update the system. And now it's time to install Grafana using the command sudo apt-get update hyphen, so install Grafana hyphen y. So Grafana take few seconds to install. So we need to wait for few seconds. As you can see, Grafana need 190 MB for installation, right? So it's done almost. As you can see, it's unpacking the Grafana. Yeah, it's done. Then after that, let's enable the Grafana server. Let's start the Grafana. And if you want to change the status, then you can change the status also. As you can see, it's active, running. Okay. Now, before access Grafana in browser, we need to make some changes. So first of all, let's open a Grafana configuration file to configure SMTP settings for sending alert emails. Okay. So the Grafana configuration files in this location /etc grafana.ini. So let's open this file and let's go to the SMTP and emailing. Let's scroll down. As you can see, SMTP enabling. So here I'm going to remove this. Enter here. Okay. So here you need to enter your email. Here you can see your email. So I'm going to enter my email address. And here also. Okay. And after that, you need to enter a password. So here you need to enter a password. Which password? This is your app password. So first of all, go to your email And here you need to go to this manage your account and search for app password. And here, first of all, it will ask your email password for security reason. First of all, enter your email password. Then app password. So let's create a new app specific password, type a name for it below. So I'm going to enter a demo. Click on create. Now this is your app password. So let's copy the password and paste here. Okay. So let's save this and exit. Okay. It's done, right? Okay. Now let's restart the Grafana server. And let's check the status for once. As you can see, it's active running and 2 seconds ago. Okay. Now it's time to access Grafana in browser. So how to access? As you know, copy your instance IP, it on browser, and the Grafana port number is 3000. So as you know, first of all, when we log into Grafana, the username and password is default is admin. Click on login. After that, you need to reset, update your password for security, but I'm going to skip it. But you can change the password first. Okay. Okay. Now, so first of all, let's go to the connections, add data source, and the data source will be Prometheus. So name is Prometheus and connection, you need to enter a Prometheus URL here. So this is our Prometheus. We are going to enter a URL, that means our instance IP and the port number only. Okay, and keep as it is, and let's scroll down, click on save and test. Okay, now let's go to the Grafana homepage. Okay, now let's go to this plus icon, click on new dashboard, click on add visualization, and the data source will be Prometheus. And here you can, okay, here you can enter run any query. So click on code and enter any query of it and click on run query and you can see the data of it, right? So let's save the dashboard of it and you can enter the name of your dashboard. So my dashboard name will be new dashboard. Okay, now let's go to the home. Okay, now it's time to set up alert in Grafana. Okay, so let's set up. So first of all, let's go to the alerting, alert rules. Let's scroll down, new alert rule. So first of all, enter your alert name. So my alert name will be email alert. And here you need to enter a query, whatever you want. So I'm going to enter query and alert condition. So I'm going to select 5. Okay. Then add a folder and labels. There is no any folder we need to create. So here I'm going to create with the name .NET alert. Okay. Then set evaluation behavior. So there is no any group. So you need to create a group also. So my group name will be .NET alert and the evaluation interval will be 1 minute. Okay. And keep firing for 0, none. Okay. Keep as it is. Okay. Now configure notification. So click on view or create contact points. And here you can see contact points. Okay. If you want to create a new contact point, then click on create contact point. But here the default contact point is, here you can see Grafana default email. So I'm going to edit this. And here you need to enter your mail ID. Okay. And if you want to test, right, then you can test. As you can see, this is my emails. As of now, there is no email, right? Okay. Now I click on test, send test notification. Now let's check. As you can see the test notification, you can see alert test, alert Grafana folder, test folder, instance Grafana, notification, alert name, Grafana folder, and instance. You can see that this is the test mail that we have received. Okay. Okay, that means it's working. Now click on save contact point and go to this alert rule. And here search for contact point. The contact point name is Grafana default mail because we have edit this. Okay. Now it's optional. Configure notification message is optional, so keep as it is. Now let's go to the link dashboard and panel. That's your dashboard and that's your new panel. Click on confirm and now click on save. So review first. Okay, click on save. As you can see, rule added successfully. Click on add alert rules. Now the rule is normal. So this normal replace with firing. After that we will have the mail. Right now that's our test alert, right? So wait for this normal replace with fire. Sorry, firing. Right, firing. So wait a second. As you can see now it's pending. Okay, first normal, then pending, and after that firing. You can see it's in pending for 30 seconds. Health is okay. If you want to edit, then you can edit or view here from here also. As you can see, pending for 48 seconds. Just a second. It will replace within few seconds. The pending status replace with firing. As you can see, then replace with firing. You can see for 18 seconds firing. Right. Now let's go to the email. Okay, just a second. We will receive the mail. As you can see, we will receive the mail firing email alert, .NET alert, localhost 5000, .NET app system runtime, the firing instance, email alert. If you want to view email, then you can view also. Then alert name, Grafana folder, that .NET alert that we have created a folder, right? Instance, localhost, job.NET, and scope time, runtime. I click on this dashboard. You can go to this here, but you can enter the instance IP here, right? Okay, right. That's the email that we have received. Okay, so that's it. It's done. So in this session, we have learned how to monitoring .NET app alert with OpenTelemetry, Prometheus, and Grafana. So thank you for watching, and I hope you understand.